up, Tiger Squad? Welcome back to my channel, Keri Vlogs. I'm Keri, this is my vlog, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the tools in Roblox, ALDC Dance Moms Studio. Dance Moms ALDC Studio. I actually have done this before, but this is now a new updated version since I learned some new tricks, learned more about all the tools, and gotten better and more experienced at building. But before I start, make sure you, if you're new, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you can get notified every time I post a new video. And don't forget to, if you're already here and you're already not new here, just subscribe if you already haven't. And so I'm just gonna get started. I have the tools in my inventory, but just in case you don't know the commands, ..b tools. Oh, okay, that didn't work. ..b tools me. Inventory. Check in your inventory, and it is there. And so, first thing I'm going to show you guys how to do, I am going to show you. I'm not going to go in a specific order this time because just not going to do that. But I'm going to be going by the letters in the corner, not by how it looks. So first, I need a block to start off with so I can show you guys everything. So first, you're going to go to the J tool. If you go there, there's new part tool. So pretty much what you can do is you can click the type of part you want. If you want a normal tool, like just a normal block, so the normal block looks like this. And if you want something else, you can get a truss. Trusses are usually what you see in obbies. The X tool is what you can use to resize. So I will be resizing as I point them out. And then the next one you have is Wedge. It's pretty much just a corner. I really saw the point in it, really, but it's just kind of cool. Then you have corner. The corner is also like a corner, almost, except I want to say isosceles triangle, but I don't know if that's correct. Then you also have the, oh, my screen. You also have the cylinder. Now the cylinder is facing sideways, but I want it to be facing like up and down, kind of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the blue part and I'm going to turn it all the way over. So instead of facing the side, it's facing up and down. It's not horizontal, but it's vertical now. And this is the move tool. That's the C tool. So you can move it, like shift it around. And the red piece on the tool, you can turn it like, I'm going to say you can rotate. You can rotate it, but like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just like you can turn it back side to side like that. You can also turn it back up using the red tool. The blue tool also does that, so that's cool. And that's pretty much it for that one. So this is the rotate tool. That's the green one. The block tool. The block tool, pretty much it has like what side you want it to go on. So if I can say one on the bottom side or something, you can change the type it is. You can get studs. Okay, I'll do it on this one in front. You can get studs. So look, let's go over here. There are studs, inlet, smooth, weld, glue, universal, hinge, motor, and no outline. And so another thing, back to the J tool. After cylinder, you have the ball. You also see those in obby. It's just a regular ball. You can jump on it though. And then you have, after that tool, you have the seat. You can sit down. You might have to rotate it depending. You can also rotate it by like facing the direction you want. And just press shift lock and you're already like where you want to be. The X tool at the bottom means delete. So if I wanted to delete this spot, I could select it with any tool and just press the X at the bottom. To bring it back, press the backspace button. It's above the X. And to redo what you just did, you can go press the forward tool. And it's no longer there. It's deleted again. And so the next thing on there is the vehicle seat, which pretty much is the same thing. Then you have spawn. So if I left the game and rejoin, I would either spawn here or over there. And so that's pretty much all for the J tools. But I will be making I'll just make a normal one that I can use for example. The resize tool is the X tool. You can make it any size you want, make it taller, make it shorter. like this. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna make it like regular size it was. So I think this is good. The Z tool is the move tool. Move it around. You can move it side to side. You can move it up and down. Pretty cool. You already saw the rotate. Color tool. I like this tool. Coloring is pretty much like one of the first things you learn if you're like a builder who didn't watch a tutorial or anything. You learn how to color first. Then you usually learn how to change materials on things, which is right under the colors. Coloring tool is the V tool. Then the N tool is that looks like the setting. You can change the material on it. So I'm just gonna go with regular green. I like the green I have. And so what you really have to do is just go there. You can like say smooth plastic, or you can make it wood planks and it looks like wood on top of there. You can make it look like bricks, cobblestone, which is what I'm standing on, concrete, corded metal, grass, slate, marble, and then force field. There are a bunch of different settings which I will show one day. Or, well, you can, actually, I won't show. I just want you guys, like, test out anything you want to build. If you if you're new to building, watch tutorials and learn first, and then you can try and see if you can build other people's sets. But don't call yourself a professional builder if all you know how to do is resize, rotate, color, and change materials. You cannot call yourself a professional builder if you know how to do those things, because they will kick you from a server if you call yourself a professional builder and you can only do the basics and not like actually create things. And so after that, then the anchor tool. I pretty much, if I press unanchored, that means if I just kind of run into it, it'll just become unanchored. It is something to fall down. Okay, I'll press this. The N tool is the anchor tool. If I press this is anchored. So if I unanchor it, it could just fall. Depending on what it is, I'm going to try it with a letter up here in the studio. Oop. Zoom out. Okay, I'm just going to press. I have one of the tools. The anchor tool, I can press unanchored. And sometimes they'll fall, sometimes they won't fall. But it's like whatever. I usually just move it myself because I don't really have time to unanchor it all and then it not work. That's a lot. I don't really feel like doing that all the time. There's always this little black thing in my server and I don't know what it is ever. It's concerning actually. Might be being watched. K tool. That's the tool. It's collision tool. Even though it has a K instead of a C, kind of weird, but you know, whatever. You can walk through this. So you press anything, it's gonna automatically have collision on. But if you press collision off, you can walk through. But if I go back and press collision on, I can't walk through it anymore. So that's how that tool works. Then the next tool is mesh. I just learned how to do this. This is actually the video I did previously before doing this one, saying I was going to be doing this video. I will link the first video. I will link how I showed you how to do decals and the mesh video down in the description, so you can go check those out. And then if I want a mesh, I can always say, press add mesh. You have a little circle. If you just want a circle, kind of like it looks like a little sofa or stool or whatever, you can do that. But you will be able to walk through it. So it's like sometimes you can walk through it. Sometimes it'll just be solid like this. And so you go to file if you have a specific code. A mesh ID. I think I already have one saved. I'm just going to test it out. Return. Yes, okay, this is the Vine mesh. You can find meshes anywhere. I'll link, like I said before, I'll link it link it in the description below. I'll also link the video I did. Alright, you can do this on mobile. And here you can change the size. So I'll just make it 5 for each setting, just because. I was trying to do the same. I experiment all the time. Since I'm not a pro at meshes, but I did figure some things out, which I am proud of. And so there it is. Here's the mesh. You can just walk around it. Wherever you made that block at, the block, you will be able to feel it. Because you'll just go on top of it, or it'll either push you out the way and you'll move around it. So it's an either or thing. Sometimes you can walk through the mesh and sometimes you just can't. And so next is decals. I will use this block over here to show my decal. for the decal, I did show you guys how you can add decals. So, like, in any section, you can press add decal. Then you add your image ID in there. I don't have an image ID at the moment, but the video is in the description. So, make sure to check that one out. Oh, okay. The next tool is the F tool. You can weld and break welds. I've never, personally, myself, I've never had to use the weld tool. And it's just like, I've never understood the point of it. I haven't, but there probably is a point. I just created a weld, and then I just removed a weld. Welding, I don't think I've seen any builder use welding. And if they did, they probably weren't even aware of it. Because welding's, like, I don't really see a point in it at all. Then the U tool. The U tool, it's right under the G tool, which is the decals. But U tool, it adds lights and everything. So if I press if I press that block over there, I can add spotlights to it. You can change the color of the spotlight. For some reason, for me, like, changing the color of a spotlight won't ever work for me. But that's cool. Then you can also add a point light. If I need a lot of light, I just add all lights. I duplicate, copy, and paste all of those, not those. Then surface light. In there I have, like, lights. I don't know what specific part I did that on, but there's how you do it. Then the P tool. You can add smoke, you can add fire, you can add sparkles. Those are, like, your decorating tools. So there's smoke coming from that block right now. You can change the opacity, you can change the size. So I give it, like, 10. The size could be 10. That could be, like, the opacity could also be 10. And you just have this big white ball. Velocity, I guess velocity is like where it goes and like how like far it goes, where it is, if it's all over the place. So that's how you do that, and then you can always just remove it. Fire, it's the same thing with the fire. Like you can just add the fire wherever. You can change the size. Heat, I'll say 10 is the heat. Oh, that's 0. 10 is the heat. The size is 10. Okay, and then like you can change the color of the fire too. So, whoa. And okay, I'm gonna try and see if it'll actually let me change the color of this time. Usually it never lets me change the color. Such hue, let's just say 28. I've never had to use fire like that. Like if I use fire, it's always just blue, red, not blue or red, but yeah, it's red and orange, all these different colors. So remove fire, then sparkles. I love this tool. I've always loved glitter. I like sparkles. It's fun. And I pretty much, like, purple, my favorite color, so I just always used it. I really had a reason not to use purple. Unless I was trying to use blue or anything like that. And then, as I already showed you the back tool, then the copy and paste tool. I'm going to press this block with the Z tool. Z is move, as you know now. I can duplicate it. I can move it around. I can move it wherever I want it to go to. Then the share. I'm pretty sure share only works when you're on PC. So I don't use a computer, so I wouldn't really know how to do that. But that's pretty much all the tools on here. Then there's like one at the bottom. I think it shows you the model of things. So you can have like dance moms, competition, dance mat, all of those things. And it's selected a certain model. Select certain parts of it, the mesh part, any type of part. So you can pretty much just select, if you want to be really specific, you can go to those details and figure that. Like you can figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it. And that's pretty much it. So if you like this video and want to see more like this, then make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can get notified every time I post a new video. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you.